Hey everyone, you're watching We Had That, and today we're taking a look at the second exclusive for the 2023 ToyLanta Toy Convention. This time, it's a pair of figures, the Atomic Apeman. I believe this is the first time that either JoeLanta or ToyLanta have ever offered two separate options for their VIP packages. You can choose from the 1/6 scale Captain Z action figure, I reviewed him a few weeks ago, or a pair of 8-inch Mego-Like Atomic Apemen. As a kid, some of my first toys were the 8-inch Mego superheroes, and when I got back into collecting toys pretty seriously, I've always picked up action figures here or there when something caught my eye, it was Megos from the 70s that brought me back in. Back before Facebook and YouTube, I found a great deal of information about the various 8-inch Mego lines at the Mego Museum. Many of those lines I never knew existed until I was an adult. The world's greatest Super Knights, Pirates, and even Planet of the Apes were all released as 8-inch Megos back in the 70s, and I had no idea until I discovered them on the internet as an adult. In addition to the actual Mego figures that I learned about, I also discovered many dime store knockoffs of the 8-inch Megos were out there. One of the most interesting to me was the Action Apeman released by AHI, which stood for Azrak Hamway International Inc. The Action Apeman figures appear to be pretty blatant, unlicensed knockoffs of Mego's Planet of the Apes action figures. They were still a fun and interesting toy in spite of being unlicensed. If you want to learn more about the Action Apeman figures, head over to the awesome website plaidstallions.com, where you can find information about all kinds of amazing 70s toy oddities. Back to the Atomic Apeman. This ToyLanta VIP package includes two different characters. The first is a generic Ape Warrior who comes with a brown bandolier and a black M16 that look like the ones that came with the Mego Planet of the Apes Soldier Apes. Man, trying to find those two pieces to complete my Soldier Apes back in the late 90s was quite a challenge. When this pair of damn dirty apes arrived, the Soldier Ape's bandolier was on the opposite shoulder than I'm accustomed to seeing it on the Mego Planet of the Apes Soldier Ape figures, so I decided to reverse mine. I like it better this way. The ape also comes with a black zippered jumpsuit, and rounding out the look, a pair of black boots. For you old school Mego fans, they look a lot like the boots that came with the Action Jackson fishing set and the less common non-hieroglyphic Dr. Zaius boots, which, by the way, were just black versions of the boots for Mego's 8-inch versions of Batman, Superman, Shazam, Green Arrow, and Captain America. Am I leaving anyone out? Let me know in the comments. The second Atomic Apeman ape, who appears to be a knockoff of Dr. Zaius, is named Dr. Azrak. By the way, that name amuses me more than it probably should. He's wearing brown pants and a brown shirt, a white belt like the one that came with the Mego Planet of the Apes astronaut, which is a white version of Mego Robin's yellow belt, and was also used with several of the Robin Hood figures. He also wears a pair of brown boots originally from Mego's Star Trek Romulan. He comes with a pistol, which I don't recognize from any of the old Megos, and I couldn't get it to fit in his hand, so I tucked it in his belt. The bodies look a lot like Mego bodies, but they have additional articulation that the old Megos didn't have at the elbows and the knees. I didn't undress the figure because I know what it's like trying to get these boots back on, but the extra articulation really does help with the poses. Unlike the other ToyLanta exclusives that I've reviewed before, these two guys actually arrived in their packages. The packaging looks similar to the old style of Mego package, but instead of having a clear plastic blister glued onto a cardboard back, these guys are packaged in a plastic package that you can open and reseal with a piece of cardboard inside to display all the art that you can take out and put back in. These are great for collectors who like both the packaged look and the loose look. In addition to the ToyLanta logo on the package, I also notice a logo for White Elephant Toys, spelled Toyz, who I assume put these figures together for ToyLanta. There's a link to White Elephant Toys in the description below. As a quick side note, usually the figures that I'm sent for review for ToyLanta have been prototypes that may differ slightly from the figures at the show. These two appear to be the actual production figures, so I believe that this is exactly what you'll get if you sign up for the Atomic Apeman VIP package. Also, I've been told that if you don't want to go to the show or aren't able to make it, you can still buy the figures while supplies last. Order now if you want to get them at ToyLanta.com. Overall, I love these figures. I realize they were designed for a pretty specific audience, but I think I'm on that list. I would imagine that Brick Mantooth, YouTube link below, will also approve of these guys, assuming he ever sees them. I gave a good bit of history about ToyLanta in my last ToyLanta exclusive review on Captain Z, so please check out that video if you're curious about the history of this huge toy show in Georgia. Now that you've seen some photos of the upcoming 2023 ToyLanta exclusive Atomic Apeman figures, what do you think? Tell me in the comments below. Also, please give this video a thumbs up and share it on social media. If you enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel and hit that notifications bell so that you'll be informed when I post new videos. And one last thing, if you're a fan of toys, you should know even more about ToyLanta, easily one of the biggest toy shows in the southeastern United States, held annually just north of Atlanta, Georgia. Visit ToyLanta.com for more information and follow the show on Facebook and Instagram. As always, thanks for watching.